Libra.
Welcome to your total lunar eclipse full moon reading. This is going to be one of the most impactful full moons of the whole entire year. This moon is going to impact your life so deeply that you just might want to sit around and watch this reading. Because whatever happens in this time is bound to happen. It's meant to happen. Whoever leaves your life at this time, they are meant to leave. Whatever leaves your life at this time, whether it's people, thoughts, certain foods you may not like anymore, certain shows you stop watching and things like that, it's meant to leave. Pay attention to the exits in your life during this time of this eclipse. The name of this moon is called the blood moon. Okay, and it's basically because it's going to look red in the sky. Okay, it's going to look red in the sky. That's why it's called the blood moon. And then also the shadow of the sun and the moon coming together, forming that eclipse. It leaves that shadow of like a red like type of moon. But this moon is going to impact your life for the next year and a half. The things that you do around this time are critical for the rest of this year and the half of next year until the next lunar eclipse. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay, so like I said before, whatever happened is meant to happen. If you have people leaving your life, let them leave. This is the time for you to let people go. This is let them. You know that ideology, let them, by Mel Robbins. It's like, if people want to do this, let them. If they want to leave, let them. If they want to, let them. This is the time for you not to be forcing people to do anything. Let a person do as they please. And this is key because this full moon is in Virgo. And Virgo is all about control. I jotted down some of the negative traits of Virgo. And this is what this full moon is going to be highlighting in everybody on what they need to let go of. Okay. So the releasing of judgment. Judgment is a negative trait. Perfectionism, overly critical, stubbornness, fussiness, emotional suppression, pessimistic, overly considerate, uptight, too high standards, and worry. So, and also control. So right now we're going to be highlighting control, all of that stuff with this full moon. That is what the full moon is going to be highlighting in your life. What areas do you need to release control and just release? Because if you've heard the saying, like, sometimes we hold on things and it hurts us to hold on. We would be in less pain if we were just to let things go. Like, if you were just to let it go, it would be like, it would cause you less pain in your life. Like, just let the thing go. It's hurting you to hold on to a situation. That is what this full moon is all about. And if you want to know more personally about your full moon, if you want to book a personal reading with me, make sure you do so within about 6 days if you still want this energy. With normal full moons, it's about 3 days after the full moon. But since this is it's like double the impact, triple the impact, I would say do it in about like 6 days or within 6 days of this full moon. Okay, if you want to get that energy from that full moon. Also, if you want to look at your transit chart, you want to make sure you look and see which house this moon is transiting through. That is the house that is going to be directly affecting you. That is the house that Spirit is like shining the headlights on. It's like, Libra, you need to release something from this house, whether it's a person, whether it's a mindset, whether it's a thing. You need to release something from this house. You need to release it. This house, and the house that the moon is transitioning through, think about it as an upgrade. So you're getting an upgrade in that house. And in order for you to get an upgrade, you have to release something out of that house. Okay? It's like, it's equal here. It's reciprocity. You release, we upgrade. We upgrade this part of your life. Also, you want to look in your chart to see where you have Virgo. Where you have Virgo in your chart is definitely going to be affected by this Virgo full moon. Okay, so wherever you have Virgo is definitely going to be affected. Also, you want to look at where you have 23 degrees in your birth chart. So wherever you have 23 degree signs and things like that in your birth chart, you definitely want to look into that area because Spirit is calling you to release a lot of different things. Okay. I think I already said how like rooted in destiny this full moon is. Like this is like destiny. This is fate taking place. Spirit is ripping things from your life. So the only way that something can stay in your life is if you hold on to it. That's the only way. The only way that things can stay in your life right now is if you hold on to it. This is going to be a major ending. You are making major endings right now. And what do we make major endings to prepare for what? Major new beginnings. So don't look at it as a loss. Look at it as you're getting ready for a major new beginning. And for some of you guys, it won't be that big of a deal. For some of you guys, it's everything. It's huge. It's like it's going to make or break the rest of how you live the rest of this year and a part of next year, half of next year. So this is like really, really huge energy. I feel like nobody is getting through this energy like scot-free. Nobody is getting through, especially if you're doing your work. Nobody is getting through this energy scot-free. Before I go into the downloads and stuff like that I had about this new moon, there's 3 things that's very key. Again, releasing old energy, transformation, and also enhancing your intuition. What do you feel right now? Yeah, this is a place where Virgo doesn't really like to be, because Virgo likes to make things logical, like to think its way through its feelings. But this is happening in Pisces energy, right? So Pisces is all about feeling. So it's calling Virgo to do some things that it normally wouldn't do. So for some of you guys, you may be in situations where you say things that you normally wouldn't say. You feel things that you normally wouldn't feel. And instead of judging yourself or judging the moment or trying to control these things, let it be. Let it be. This would be a perfect time for you to open your body up and do some things like yoga, deep stretches, just move your body around, because there's a need for you to let go of the tenseness. I feel like there's a lot of tenseness that could be in your muscles, i.e. your shoulders, your lower back, your feet, your legs could be a bit tense, your neck can be a bit tense. There's a need for you to relax all of that. And for some of you guys, that tension is being held on by a belief, or maybe a person is bringing that tension. Maybe some stress is bringing that tension. And when you learn to release that muscle and the tension in your body, you'll learn to release those thoughts, the stress, the people. Okay, so use the body in this energy too. Also, we talked about doing shadow work, or did we talk? We just talked about doing your work. You want to look and see where this is affecting you the most. And for some of you guys, if you look at your life, if you see your friendships have gotten out of whack, if you see family has gotten out of whack, work, love, the relationship with you, your body, your eating habits, your health, you can kind of like figure out what's going on in your life by just paying deep attention to where you are right now, what is happening in your life. Come down to the present moment. And a lot of times when we're talking about coming down to the present moment, we're talking about like smell the roses and you have so much to be grateful for. No, but what is actually going on right now in your life? Like, what's happening? How do you feel? Are you okay? Are you sad? Are you anxious? Are you angry? Are you mad? Are you pissed off? What's happening right now in your life? Come to it. And that way you'll understand what's, where you are and where this full moon is affecting your life. Because I feel like right now it's highlighting everything that needs to release. And if it's these crazy emotions that you're feeling, especially about your self-worth, Spirit is calling you to release that, because a lot of those negative thoughts that is linked to your self-worth is actually linked to your south node. Okay. Make sure you do shadow work. You can go look up shadow work questions. I have some type of shadow works. If you scroll all the way down on my Instagram, I do have like shadow work questions and things like that. You can go through on the internet and get shadow work questions. You definitely want to ask deep thought-provoking questions right now for yourself. Okay. Also, don't suppress your feelings. It's Pisces. It's going to be so hard for you to suppress your feelings anyway. You might just go crazy. So you might want to let them things out, okay? Because it's going to be hard for you to suppress your feelings, all right? And Venus is having its way with us with that, like suppressing your feelings BS. But that's a whole nother video about Venus retrograding until April 12th. So it's a lot going on. Venus is in retrograde. You might want to take a look at Venus, but we're going to focus on the full moon. But if you're suppressing feelings too, Lord, Lord, Lord. You might have already exploded. You might have already exploded and you're simmering down, like ease on down. Because Venus is teaching you a lot about, just specifically Libra. Venus is teaching you a lot about people pleasing. And I talked about that in the next 48-hour reading. But it's like death to the people pleaser in Libra, okay? And then also, if you are unorganized, if you have a problem organizing, or organization is like, you don't want to organize, you just want to get up and go and live life, yeah, Virgo is going to get you. This Virgo moon is going to get you about organizing, so you might want to get a little bit more organized. Also, it may get out of whack. You may find yourself not being able to do a lot of things due to lack of organization. And it's like, you may even say, like, this is getting ridiculous. I can't find anything. I'm never on time. I can't do this. I don't have space for myself. You're going to see how much this is affecting you. And this is the perfect time for you to release some unhealthy habits that's making your life seem more cluttered. Okay. So yeah, pay attention to that. Okay. So you know how Virgo get. Virgo is like that person who has OCD and has to come to your house and do the dishes and clean off the table and vacuum and sweep and shit. That's how Virgo is. So in this energy, you can use those good aspects of Virgo and clean up your life, okay? Clean up some areas of your life, all right? So I asked Spirit, where would this moon be affecting us all? Because this full moon is very personal. You really have to look at your charts to figure out where Virgo is, or you really have to be present in your life to figure out what's being highlighted right now. So I asked, what could collectively, where are we going to meet this moon collectively? And Spirit was like, clarity. Spirit gave us a break. Spirit gave us such a break. It's like clarity. Okay. So the massive energy from this full moon that we're going to get on a collective vibe, a massive energy, the most intense energies that we're going to come from, that we're going to relate to today, is clarity. And this is trusting your deepest intuition, your deepest instincts in all ways, especially when the matters are unclear. The holy intuition, or the intuition becoming holy, but the intuition is already holy because I look at the intuition as God within. You ever need God? Go ahead with it. Okay. So, you're letting your holy intuition guide the way. Even when things seem a bit unclear, you're still going in. And this is when things seem unclear, you're not reaching to outside sources. You're going within. You have this type of practice within yourself, whether it's prayer, whether it's quiet time, whether it's meditation, whether you have a deck of tarot cards, or you have a Bible or Quran or whatever spiritual book. You're going like within, and you're strengthening your spirituality in order for you to tap into your own divine wisdom. And this is coming in through the ways. The pre-shuffle came out, the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So letting your intuition guide you when it comes to money matters. And this is money, material, or physical matters. And the Ace of Pentacles talks about a not so easy pathway, something that's up and down, something that's not a straight line, but it begins with a gift. So something is beginning with a gift here. You either have a gift in money, some type of material, or a person, or your person. Okay, so there's a gift that's helping you with this not so easy transformation, or not so easy road, or not so easy pathway. You can be the gift. Your mindset, your clarity can be the gift. A person in your life can be the gift. Having the means, having the money can be the gift. Having a certain type of material, having a nice car can be a gift that you have to get you through something. So that's one of the things that's coming out. Also, the Ace of Cups is another gift. So it's like double blessings for Libra, right? And this is an emotional gift. This is something that's going to feel really, really good. And Spirit wanted me to tell you guys to look out for good omens. You know those good omens. You know when you walk in, you're going on a walk and you look in the puddle and you see a rainbow. Y'all know those good omens. You just minding your business and a white feather falls on you. Y'all look out for good omens that you see. because there's going to be a lot of good omens that's going to tell you about some type of gift. And it might be, when you see a good omen, there's a gift that's right around. So I feel like the intuition or the clarity is the understanding. It's kind of like the serenity prayer. You know how the serenity prayer is like, you know, like show me what I can control and the things I can't control, or the things I can, and give me the discernment to know the difference between the two. So this is you having the intuition, or you having your like deepest instincts or something to understand the difference between a gift and something that's not a gift. Your intuition is letting you know what's a gift in your life and what's not a gift. But more so pointing towards, these are the gifts that you have. For some of you guys, you may be clear about your own spiritual gifts that you do have to get you through a not so clear pathway, or a road that's up and down. It's highs and lows on this road. Something is not going to be straight and narrow. And that's just life. Life is just not straight and narrow. It's good days, it's bad days. A week ain't going to be straight and narrow. It's going to be good days and bad days within a week. You may have a terrible morning and then a beautiful night. That's just how life is. So I'm getting like you're going to realize what the gifts are in your life and be pointed more towards the gifts and things like that. All right. So let's get right into this reading. I know this was long. Yep. Let's get right into this reading. And I forgot to say timestamps. I'm going to have to put something flashing when I edit it of timestamps. But yep, let's get right into it. Let's see. I'm going to be pulling from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards to see what this full moon lunar eclipse has for us today. Not today, but what is it? You know, what's the message from it? What does Spirit want us to know about this lunar eclipse? March 14, 2025. Got the full moon in Libra. Finding balance. First quarter moon in Cancer, pushing through any insecurities. The new moon in Libra, knowing that you're loved, cooling down your emotions. Got that full moon in Aries. That kind of looked like a blood moon too. Got the last quarter moon in Libra, make time for self-love. We got a lot of Libra energy. And the full moon in Pisces, forgive. Forgive. Virgo, full moon. Yay. I love when the full moon comes out, whether it's at the end of the deck or it comes out on the table. And at the bottom of the deck is the full moon in Virgo, and this is take the inspired action. So what's highlighting to you right now is going to be the actions that you need to take, and more importantly, the things that are stopping you from taking these inspired actions that you need to take. So take the inspired action. Okay, so this card is like bursting with goddess energy. And this is reminding you, while it is beautiful to have dreams, there's a need for you to put those dreams into action, or put those dreams into the ground and sprout them so they can grow. Find balance between dreaming big and being practical, doing the work. There's some work you need to do. And there's something that could be stopping you from doing a certain type of work. You may need to make to-do lists. You may need a planner. You may need something to aid you in getting your work done, because you are a dreamer. And that's great, because a lot of people have problems with just dreaming. But you don't. You're a dreamer. Your problem is with planning, organizing. So Virgo is coming through to help you get organized so you can get those dreams out, so you can start living those. Living your dreams. With the full moon in Libra. Full moon in Libra, we have finding the balance. finding the balance between your needs and another person's needs. So the full moon is hitting us where Venus is hitting us too, Libra. Your own needs and what you do for others. Man, it's a bummer. It's a bummer to not be able to do everything for everybody and still show up there for yourself too. Libra, sometimes we want to be superwoman or superman and show up for everybody and fill our cup too. But we realize that that is not necessarily real. We can't do that. We can't be everything that everyone else need and be everything that we need to ourselves. Something's got to give. We got to create a line. We got to create a boundary here. So what relationships do you need to create boundaries in? And I've been creating boundaries ever since March started. Like, it just hit off, like boundaries everywhere. I'm no longer afraid to create boundaries. I'm no longer afraid to say I can't do it. I'm no longer afraid to push back. I'm no longer afraid to, put myself as priority. God damn it. It's like if not now, then when? I'm no longer like that part of me is gone. That part of me that's like, no. It's not here no more. And I'm just proud of myself for getting there because I always dreamed about it. But, you try to do everything. And sometimes you're just familiar with doing life a certain type of way. But this full moon in Virgo is coming through to let you know that you need to put boundaries between your needs and other people's. Meaning, you need to put your needs first. If your needs ain't first, they in the wrong spot. You need to create a boundary. With this first quarter moon in Cancer, these are the insecurities that you do have. And there's a need for you to let go of these insecurities that you may have that's surrounding something. And this could be self-doubt. There's a need for you to believe in yourself. You don't believe in yourself. If you have family issues that are sparking up right now, you need to deal with them. Some of you guys start off things really, really strong, and then you let self-doubt come in, and now you're like, well, I'm not sure about myself anymore. You need to become a better cheerleader for yourself. And a part of that energy piggybacks off you putting yourself as priority. You can't cheer for yourself because you're too busy cheering for everybody else. So there's a need for you to cheer for yourself. So I feel like this energy, you may need to do like a self-doubt or something. Self-doubt or limiting belief, cleansing meditation. Or take a shower and have the water cleanse off limiting beliefs. And just say that, like, set intentions for your showers anytime you hop in water. Because water is so healing. And the more you work with water, the more you become, like, brand new. So you definitely want to do some water work. All right. With knowing you're loved, Libra, this is the new moon in love. And this is a renewed love energy around you. This could be platonic. This could be romantic, whatever. Whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship or not. There's a new personal or professional romantic cycle that's starting for you. It's the start of a romantic cycle that's happening here. It's an especially good sign related to romance, a job interview, or any important relationship. So this will be a perfect time for you to apply for certain jobs because you have the start of a new relationship in your energy, in your aura right now, and you could possibly get it. Or this is a great time for you to start a new relationship because it's good energy. I'm getting also check out for the omens that you have, especially like loving omens. Like if you're seeing doves and stuff like that outside and things that represent love, it could be telling you that you're about to be in love very soon, or there's a lover that has something for you, or something's going on in your love relationships and there's a need for you to pay attention to it. Like pay full attention to it. With the full moon in Aries cooling your emotions, this is you picking up your mood. This is you, and it's so crazy because if you have the shadow work calendar, the shadow work question for March is, what unresolved anger do I carry and what is it trying to teach me? And the affirmation for anger from the calendar is, I acknowledge my anger and allow it to guide me towards healing. So this is something, what are you angry about? What are you angry about? What is bothering you? What's ticking you off? Because something could be ticking you off. You can be in a relationship and a person just wanted to be about them, and you wanted to be about you, and there is no happy medium. And then there's somebody who's pretending that, oh no, I'm cool, I'm good, and you have these crazy emotions, and you know what happens when that happens. You blow up, you explode. You freaking blow up. So there's no point in faking the funk. We got the last quarter moon in Aries. Also, this last quarter moon, not in Aries, last quarter moon in Libra. Making time for self-love. This is a lovely time for you to do some things for yourself. This is also a lovely time for you to be sincere. This has a lot to do with like people pleasing. It's just like pretending to be happy, pretending to make everybody else happy when you're the one sad. No more of that. Like no more of that. Like your feelings, your happiness matters. And there's a need for you to put your happiness as priority. How you feel matters. There's no more of you putting yourself on a back burner to spare another person's feelings. How about you sparing yourself? Your feelings are worth gold too. You know what that tells yourself? Your feelings ain't worth it. Your feelings are not as important as this other person's. There's a need for you to stop saying that to yourself and get out of that. Get out of that habit. Get out of that habit of people pleasing. So that came up twice here. That people pleasing energy. So yeah. It's intense. It's going to be intense. This people pleasing energy is definitely going to be intense. And then the last card that we have coming out here is the full moon in Pisces. This is you forgiving. You're going to forgive somebody in this eclipse cycle. There's also like a mystery. I'm getting like you never know. You may have your mind made up about a person, but you have no idea. And I feel like that this energy of forgiveness, you'll be surprised. Like this forgiveness is going to surprise you. This is a person who you're like, I'm not forgiving them. Or I'm not forgiving it. Or it's not happening. Or it's no way. It's over. It's done. But you're going to be surprised. You're going to be surprised how much spirit can work through both people, both parties. All right, let's go ahead and get into the tarot to see what's going on here. Tell me more about the full moon in Libra. Finding balance for this full moon. Total lunar eclipse, March 14, 2025. Something is in reverse. The King of Pentacles in reverse. This is When the King of Pentacles is in the upright, he knows he's wealthy. He knows how to get money. He knows how to attract to money. He knows. It's nothing to him. He's not even worried about it because he knows. So in the upright, in the reverse, this is a person who doesn't know. Somebody may not know their own worth, may not know what's wealthy in their life, may not know how to attract to the things that they want. Someone is just completely clueless. Completely clueless. Someone is also completely clueless of their needs and their wants. For some of you guys, you are in a relationship with the person and you're like, I need you to meet my needs. And they're like, what the hell are those needs? You've never even told me your needs. And you could be like, but still, just meet my needs. But what they're forcing you to do is go on and for you to ask the question, damn, what do I need? And I've been there in a place where I have put another person's needs so much priority that I even forgot what I liked. So for some of you guys, you could be in a place where you lose yourself within a relationship. You lose yourself within a time. You could be going through something and you lose yourself going through it. It's time for you to get yourself back. Because I'm getting like you've lost touch with who you are. You lost touch with the wealth in your life. You lost touch with who you are, with your magic, with your just what makes you you. And I feel like by putting everybody else's needs so much more important than yours, you lost sight of what's the most important thing in your life, and that's your needs. It's your wants. It's what you love. It's you. So this is this balance is you getting back to you. Is you getting back balance and putting yourself as priority. Like you can't be there for everybody if you're not there for yourself. And then how much you think you're there for everybody if your cup ain't full? What do you think you're giving everybody? You make people your thief. If you don't fill your cup up, you make a person a thief. So it's your job to fill your cup up and put yourself as priority. And when you create boundaries, I was just watching a clip and it was Oprah. And she was like, she had to learn how to say no to certain people, family member, friends, and things like that. And, she got a bad rep. She got a bad name for it. People probably are not going to like this new version of you. They're just not. They're not going to like this new version of you because who wouldn't want a person to please them all day? Who wouldn't want a person to put them as like priority all the time? But it's like no more of that. They have to get that from someone else. And what you do is you force this other person to put themselves as a priority. Because both people are taking, it's just that you're giving the stuff that you're supposed to be giving to yourself. And someone else is taking the stuff that they're supposed to be giving to themselves. So what you do is you force balance. You bring towers in. So you're not only going to be creating boundaries with yourself, you're going to be forcing other people to grow or forcing other people to sit in uncomfort or discomfort. That's what happens when you kind of pull your energy back. They also force themselves to look at what they were trying to fill how they were trying to fill the void with you, and now it's empty. And now they have to either go fix that void, pay attention to it, or they fill it with something else. But I'm getting this energy that you have no idea just how wealthy you are. You have no idea just how important you are. You have no idea just how like attractive you are, and not even just in a looks perspective, but attractive in like a law of attraction, magnetic type of perspective. You have no idea who you are because you put so many people in a line in front of all of that for too long. I don't even want to go into how long. All right. Tell me more about the first quarter moon in Cancer. The Knight of Pentacles. All right. So you know what they are. You know exactly what these insecurities you have are. You could have tried to hide these insecurities with money, possessions, material things. In the upright, this is about you going on a ride of your life. It's like you have no idea where you're going. Are you willing to get in? Now, in the Knight of Pentacles, you know something. It's no longer a act of like trust. Like, I don't know where I'm going. You know what these insecurities are. You know what certain problems are. So how are you going to navigate them? What type of ride would it be? I feel like this is the part where you kind of do like shadow work. In shadow work, you know exactly, Spirit is like, you know exactly what you need to focus on. Also, in traditional tarot, the Knight of Pentacles is like divine timing. So there's going to be divine timing of certain events. Make sure you take note of the timing. Like literally, I had something dynamic happen in my life right at the start of the Venus retrograde. So I knew Venus was talking to me. Okay. I was like, okay, Venus, what's up, girl? What you need? Venus was like, sit down. I need to talk to you real quick. So I feel like there's going to be divine timing of certain events that happens in your life. Divine timing of certain insecurities. Divine timing of certain things that happen in your life. And you need to take note of those things and possibly look back to your chart. You can make this thing fun. You can craft out your own type of shadow work questions, but there's a need for you to look in at something. There's a need for you to go in at something. There's a lot of people that could have wronged you. And there's a moment where you can make something right, or someone could be trying to make something right, but I'm getting like you could have been wronged by a lot of people. Whether for some of you guys, these could be relationships where you just feel like the same thing keeps happening. For some of you guys, it's family. For some of you guys, it's friendships. It could be co-workers, bosses. Like it's a repetitive thing. Tell me more about the new moon in Libra. Some of you guys may see these good omens in your dreams. You may see good things. You may say, I had a dream and it was like a beautiful white rose. Just beautiful. That's a sign. It was a beautiful sun. The sun was just shining. It was just like that beautiful glow of the sun, or flowers or birds or whatever the good omens are. Excuse me. Whatever the good omens are coming into your life. A lot of this has to do with the end of a journey, the end of a tough journey in love or in relationships. So your relationships are being impacted right now, like crazy, whether it's love, friendship, family, platonic, whatever relationships that you do have, they're being impacted. And this signalizes a new beginning after a very, very tough journey within a relationship. And you've learned so much. You've gained so much spiritual knowledge, but it came at a cost. It came at a, like, it came at a, you had to like pay a lot or go through a lot to receive this certain type of wisdom that you do have. And that's a part of the wisdom. The most wise people go through a lot. That's how you get your wisdom. You just go through a lot of things. You have to go through certain things in order to become wise about it. A lot of us, we want discernment. We want wisdom. Spirit like, okay. You know what path you got to go through to get that? So it's just this energy of you being very, very wise. And you deserve a break. So there's something new that's coming into your life. And you're going to understand it being a gift. This is you clearly seeing something as a gift and knowing that it's a gift when it comes into your life. You're going to know this thing is a gift by the moment that it comes into your life. And that Four of Swords energy, that Four of Swords energy is the energy of peaceful dreams, sweet dreams, good dreams, just everything sweet, everything beautiful. So it's just right on brand with it. All right. So with the cool your emotions, we got the World in reverse, and we all know what the World in reverse means. Unfinished business with something. Something ain't over. Nope. For some of you guys, you could have thought that you were able to kind of duck out somewhere, get through, like sneak away. No. Not in this eclipse. No, absolutely not. There's something you need to address. There's something that you may need to address. There is a spiritual, there's some type of spiritual development that's happening here with you and a person. And this has a lot to do with you kind of pretending that everything's fine, or you pretending that, everything's all right, or you not wanting to cause a scene. Heated emotions. There's something else that's going to cause like a uproar of heated emotions. And this is the Hangman. And you have an opportunity to look at this thing differently. That's why it's coming back around. You have an opportunity to look at everything differently through the wisdom that you've learned over the years. Use your wisdom. Yes, you've been through pain. Yes, something hurt, but you gained wisdom. Use that wisdom. Spirit is teaching you how to use that wisdom. You didn't just go through these bad things just for the hell of it. You picked up wisdom going through it. So there's something else that's coming back around, that you must use your wisdom in. The next year and a half is dependent on it, okay? It's dependent on it. All right. Tell me about the last quarter moon in Libra. Making time for self-love. Yeah. Ooh. That's not a good one, Libra. That's not a good one. This is you pretending that everything's okay, but your heart is broken. And then somebody is so sweet because they still want harmony and peace for everybody, but your heart is broken. And you don't have to necessarily bring hell to a person, but you can simply say, I'm hurt. And I need time to process my hurt. I need time to deal with that hurt. So I'm hurt. And a person may take that to heart more than you come into them, you motherfucker, a person is going to be like, damn, I hurt Libra. Instead of you talking, they're like, Libra just talking shh. And you go to a person like, nah, I'm really hurt. I'm just hurt. You can say that. You don't have to. You feel, somebody feels defeated. And also you feel like you have to protect, because your heart is broken, because it's pierced so many times. You have this defense mechanism that you do go into. where either you could be overly nice or overly pleasing or overly like with the mask on, you know, like one of those scary movies of everybody just smiling all hard, like, you know, those scary movies, overly like that, and it seems like that there's nobody home, right? Completely numb. Or you lash out and go into anger. But this lunar eclipse is going to teach you a way to actually express yourself, because there's some things that needs to be expressed. Also, this hurt that you're holding here is affecting your manifesting. Because while you're doing all the good deeds, and I know people are like, oh my gosh, you should be, I know God is going to bless you. God is going, you know. And that's true. God is. However, when it comes to your manifesting, you attract what you feel. So you could do all of that stuff. But if you feel broken, you may attract broken things, broken people, broken situations, you attract your brokenness to you. So for some of you guys, you've been attracting that brokenness because you haven't been acknowledging your own brokenness. And you haven't had that strength to actually say, or you haven't been able to accept it. To accept that you're here and be compassionate with yourself. And work on self-compassion and meet yourself exactly where you are and just love you and say those things that you need to hear to you. Or act as if you're with a loving friend and hear those things. Or maybe you can tell a loving friend what it is that you're going through. But there's like hiding it and pretending and trying to show up and do the most for another person because you think if a person's going to see you doing the most and they're going to treat you with how it's been working out. How has that been working out for you, Libra? Probably not so good, okay? Probably not good at all. So there's a need for you to kind of open yourself up. And when you're hurt, just say that you're hurt. That'll let a person know that you've been more than you with the rah rah rah. I need to learn it too. The rah rah rah, like motherfucker, you hurt me type stuff. I just be like, you hurt me energy. But no, injustice comes right to kick ass. For some of you guys, it's not even going to the person, it's admitting to yourself, I'm hurt and I need this love. Because you know how we go, like, no, because you know they're going through something they need. You're like, man, forget all that. I'm hurt and I need this. Injustice come. I love this card because this is like, this is karma and this is justice. And karma's taking names and kicking ass. All right, tell me more about this full moon in Pisces. Forgive, forgive, forgive. Acceptance. And I got a download earlier today and it was like the only forgiveness we need is self-forgiveness. And we got the Queen of Cups here, holding the things that she loves dear to her heart. This is an emotional gift. The gift of forgiveness. The gift to be able to forgive a person. That's a gift that you give to yourself, not the other person. You're about to realize that this is a gift that you give to yourself and not the other person. When you say mad at a person, it's like you're drinking poison, but you're expecting the other person to die. It don't work like that. And I was watching something, they was like, forgiveness is just, it's rigged, it's that. I'm like, ooh. Because you know how much hate you got to harbor in yourself to remember to be mad at a person? Sometimes I forget to be mad at a person. Like, oh, I'm supposed to be mad at that person. And I used to be like, dang, I wish I could hold a grudge like other people because I'm just going to forget. But then I'm like, yeah, I don't got time to be holding a grudge. And then my attention span is a little too short for all of that. To be holding a grudge and to be acting like I can't forgive a person and all that stuff. But it comes in with your upbringing. Forgiveness was really, really big growing up. And I didn't really understand why until I'm grown now. And I'm like, okay, that's everything. But also this self-acceptance of you accepting what was done, accepting it where it is, and coming to yourself, coming to your aid, and understanding that forgiveness is a gift that you give to yourself to allow yourself to be free. And this is a releasing moon. So this is a forgiving moon. Release yourself from all of that craziness or whatever it is. Somebody know they're wrong. There's a person who did you wrong. And trust me, they know they are dead ass wrong. And they feel guilty. And they can you probably going to see them in their eyes going to be bloodshot red. Because they can't get no sleep. Because they know they've done you wrong. Time for you to release them. Okay? Let that person deal with them. Let them take full accountability of it. It's no need for you to be losing sleep. You was the one hurt in the decision. I mean, in this whole situation. So, yeah. And I turn right to the 5 of Swords. And it could be a couple people. They know they dead ass wrong. Let them people go. Forgive them. Let them go. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for trusting again, believing again, or not acknowledging your own feelings or whatever you did to yourself. Whatever you're holding yourself, pinning yourself for, whatever you're blaming yourself for, forgive yourself for that. And then let it go. This is the perfect time for you to release some hard stuff. This could be rooted in family. This could be rooted in relationships. This could be rooted in self-doubt. This could be the root of your anger. This is a perfect time for you to release all of it. All right. So I'm going to leave this right here. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.